Coming up right now, a professor inspires an entire class not to cheat. We're going to take a closer look at the assignment that inspired students.
Also coming up, a new label coming to Facebook, why the U.S. Surgeon General wants to treat social media like big tobacco.
A little bit later on, a real reason why country singer Mark Chestnut canceled all his upcoming shows.
Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English, welcoming you to a Thursday Daily Flash. So glad to have you here. We also got Matt Doolittle hanging out with us.
T.
Oh, Matt, I got to tell you something. So,
Okay.
Matt recently got married,
Yep.
and a common thing you do is you send out thank you notes. After a while, and that's what, I get this Matt's thank you. All it is a card just says thank you.
That's it.
And I was
There's
like-
nothing written inside,
I'm like, all
or
right, well, but
It's on your makeup counter now. I forgot.
But what is really, that's all it should say is thank you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, what else?
That's
For
true.
guys,
That's
it's like,
a good point. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Right.
You can just tell me that. But then we discussed it, and he goes, "Hey, man, I forgot to write something in there." So he wrote me a note.
I
haven't
wrote
opened
it. I
up
just
yet.
didn't put the right card in there. It's a well-oiled machine around our kitchen table.
so
I'm putting the cat.
Oh,
So you did write one, but you put a blank one in mine.
Right, I accidentally put it. Your right one is on your makeup stand right now, your dressing room or whatever you want to call it. But yeah,
But you wrote something in it.
yes,
this time.
it's not a well. It's a well-oiled machine in the Doolittle household. Okay.
Fairly so.
There's a lot going on for Matt. Newly
The wife's
married,
running
the
space lawyer stuff. The
honeymoon.
cat's waking
Yeah.
me up at 4 a.m. Come on, give me a break.
But again, for me, that's all I need is just a card that says thank you. You don't have to write anything in it, but I appreciate the fact.
No,
that you
you've
did
got two thank you
that. Now I have
cards.
two thank yous. Like, quit thanking me.
I got a beautiful thank you card from Matt.
Did you write in it?
I wrote in
Well,
it, yeah.
You wrote for Jackson.
Wrote to
Horrible
me and
handwriting.
Alan, and it was lovely.
My handwriting looks like I'm
And
having
pictures.
a stroke while I'm writing everything. I have the worst handwriting, so.
Hey, but at least you wrote it by hand,
Oh, yeah.
which was lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
You missed that.
Costco has come out to discuss their most popular item that they sell. What do you think it would be?
I would think it's. Don't they have that wine?
Okay,
Because they have like the biggest buyer of wine, so I'd say that wine.
Okay,
Whatever.
all right. So you say wine, Matt?
It's my wife. It's whatever clothes are at the front because she just right into the buggy.
Believe it or not, it doesn't have anything to do with food or clothing. It's membership.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that
The
makes sense.
number one
Okay,
thing
yeah.
they sell at Costco are memberships.
Well, because that's what you have to.
You have
You have to be a member.
to get into
Okay,
Costco.
makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
But you think there would be, there would
Yeah.
come a point where it would just plateau and that other things would be more popular.
And you can't buy memberships in bulk either, like
No,
you can everything else. So.
You can't add a few people, but I know you're limited as far as how many people
Interesting.
you can
Something
add
I
to
never
your account.
thought about.
Me neither. When I saw the headline, of course, I was like, "Oh, what is it?" And it was
Is
membership.
it possible to go in there and not spend $300?
It's the Costco 300.
Because
No,
that's
you're
what
right.
we keep averaging every
Yeah.
time we go in there. I'm like,
No
wow,
matter
we
what.
came in for eggs.
Yeah. Be thankful it's just 300.
And our folks at Costco, if you're watching right now, this is the Costco queen
I
right
love
here. She,
Costco
anything
so
Costco,
much.
she lets us know
I
about
love
it,
it. I
including
love it.
memberships.
Yeah,
Very
there you
nice.
go.
Hey, check this out. A professor at a university in the Philippines, well, he wanted to come up with a solution that would discourage students from actually cheating. So he made an assignment to give a class a project. Come up with anti-cheating hats designed to block, well, side views. His motivation? Well, teaching them about the merits of hard work while reducing the chances of cheating. The students actually came up with some very unique designs, including
kidding.
Pikachu, Angry Bird, Minecraft, even a Roman gladiator. I saw
I
a
see that,
chainsaw in
yeah.
there. Some of the designs made out of paper or fabric, others were made out of cardboard. Now, once they have completed their project, the teacher told the class wearing the hats during the future testing, well, it was optional. The end goal was to ease the stress caused by the pressure of exams, and hopefully he gave them extra points for at least
creativity?
and then just making them, because some of those were really nice.
Very cool.
Very, very cool.
Philippines, I saw a guy who travels around the world. He's been to every single country in the world, and he said his most favorite country, the Philippines.
Is the Philippines?
Yeah. Said
Did he-
beautiful, beautiful people, wonderful, great beaches, everything about it he loved. And he's been to every single country in the world.
Well, maybe I need to put that on my bucket list. That might be a good idea.
Exactly. Well, the U.S. Surgeon General has called on Congress to pass a new law requiring all social media platforms to include a warning label. It would follow the same approach required on all tobacco products. Experts point to social media as a major contributor to the mental health crisis plaguing teens. Now, the latest call for action includes a Surgeon General's warning label on all social media platforms. New research suggests that adolescents who spend more than 3 hours a day on social media face double the risk of anxiety and depression symptoms. The end goal with the warning label is to help fight the rising mental health issues among all age groups. I don't think it's just teens. Obviously, they live this life, but I think it's everybody.
You know, and we have warning labels everywhere else.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it comes from, with parents. They go, well, my kid's on there, what harm can happen? And we hear more and more of exactly what that is. And if you think about it, there's a lot of big campaigns, but they go after the younger generation that can first start drinking and smoking and that sort of thing. Why shouldn't they not have them on social media? And when they're even a younger age as well.
Well, and especially when you see parents hand over an iPad to a 3-year-old at a restaurant, and they're just sucked
used
in
to it,
for hours. Now they've got a report suggesting that people who are traveling, the new trend is not to have anything with you. You're just staring straight ahead. You're just going for it. They say it's inspired by Idris Elba from the Hijack show, where he just had the flip phone and he was like engaged with all of his passengers.
I think when you were mentioning that, I think of Putty off of Seinfeld, because they take shots of him at his house and he just sits at his house like this.
Staring off into space.
That's when you say that, that's what I think is like Putty traveling anyway, just sitting like that, which might not be a bad thing, but I have to have. I do know I'm always constantly know where's my phone. If I know, look, if it's not there, I'd probably still be looking for it, but I know, I left it at home, might make it easier. My favorite country star is Mark Chestnut. He is now recovering from emergency heart surgery. He's 60 years old. He was hospitalized before undergoing emergency quadruple bypass surgery.
My goodness.
That's all according to an Instagram post on his official page. Now, Chestnut's team said that the recuperation will actually take some time, which is why the remainder of his shows, he had to cancel them. The post also included a message of gratitude to family, friends, his band of loyal fans, of course. According to all his socials, the Brother Jukebox singer, he was on the summer leg of his tour when he checked into a hospital. If you need some Chestnut music in your life, his son actually just had his first album out as well. And, he's a guy who originally, people forget this, he originally recorded Friends in Low Places. And it didn't do anything, and then this guy named Garth Brooks came along and did it and made him a superstar. So you can look that up. God bless Mark Chestnut. It goes to show you got to take care of your health. Hopefully he'll be able to get back and get on those stage.
Well, and thankfully he caught it in time.
Yeah,
so he was feeling something that didn't feel right. He went to the hospital. Quadruple bypass surgery?
Earlier last year, he had to cancel some other shows because he wasn't feeling well. So I guess they were kind of watching this and then eventually said, you got to have this surgery altogether.
They've got those body scans now that I'm even interested in doing, because that's what really, my dad was fighting heart problems for 20, 30 years of his life. That was actually what ended up taking him out. So I'm like, when I hit 40, I'm going to start getting those like every couple of years.
Prevention. We're in a day and age
it's a big part of it.
Well, I think of Dave Letterman going in, and here's a guy who seemed like he takes great care of himself. Was running every day, and then he ended up, didn't he have quadruple bypass surgery?
100% did, and if you remember, he brought in all his surgeons on the show to thank him and that sort
Arnold's
of thing.
had 2 heart surgeries.
That's
so,
right. Yeah.
So none of us are immune from it, even the celebrities. So keep that in mind. Serial Guinness World Record breaker David Rush broke his own record for the second time by fist bumping a fellow YouTuber 397 times in just 30 seconds. Rush originally broke the record with 273, then broke his record when he and Howie Mandel fist bumped 380 times on an episode of America's Got Talent. Rush set a new record during a recent appearance on Dr. Mike's podcast. We're going to try it out here. A fist bump. Now, we all know that Howie Mandel does not touch anybody, and he's a big. He's okay with the fist bump, I guess, is the best thing. So the rules is, as you can see what they're doing, he's doing them 2 at a time now. So this is a double fist bump.
Double fisting it?
You're double fisting it. So you got your timer ready here for 30 seconds.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my timer.
Noah, we need you to be our official counselor.
Yeah.
Now, I'm thinking.
Let me get my timer.
While you're setting that up,
yeah.
My technique, I think, is rock'em sock'em.
Okay.
Like 1, 2,
we're
like
gonna
this.
get 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Instead of the pounding.
Instead of
you cool with that?
Yeah, I'm good with back and forth instead of pounding.
All right, here we
ready to
guys.
go? All right,
on your marks, get set, Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
The rings are hurting.
I forgot about my ring. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've lost count. Are you counting at all?
20 seconds.
My head's going to pop
Ow,
off here.
ow, 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 ow.
This is harder than it
Your
looks.
damn skull rings.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the
14
ring.
seconds.
14. Are you kidding me? Are you
No,
serious?
no,
This is
it's a
killing
long
my knuckles.
30
already.
seconds.
Oh,
Here
man.
we go.
Oh,
Last
man.
10
Oh,
seconds.
This is harder
This
than
is
it
really bad.
5, 4,
Just, we'll do the pounding thing. It seems like it's harder. Okay.
2, 1.
I'm not going to be. I'm crippled now.
Wait. Look at this ring that he's
Yeah,
getting
that's
me
not-
with, by the way.
I knew we were doing this.
Unfair advantage.
And you know my other one, my big
Yeah, the
old
big
knuckle,
skull
I
one. At
didn't
least
wear
it's not
it
that
today
one.
because of that. But my knuckles are still killing me even with these rings.
Burns, not in a good way.
I think he's okay as far as
Competition.
Yeah, he's good.
as
keep
far
that
as
record.
riding
Keep
goes.
that.
I don't think I'll be able to ride.
We're
anymore.
back right after this. Welcome back to Daily Flash. Our next guest is the #1 best-selling author of The Mexican Food Diet. And she says that if you really want to impress your friends, then you should host a party with some of her favorite dishes.
I think we're going to agree. Welcome to Daily Flash, Executive Chef Maru Davila.
Welcome!
I tried to add that flavor, just like you're going to have some great flavor with this great food.
I'm so excited to show you the celebrity Mexican dinner party, and we're going to start with Salma Hayek. I hear that you
love
have
Salma.
some special interest.
She's my next ex-wife.
doesn't?
My wife even knows that Salma Hayek is my next ex-wife.
Well,
I love
Salma
her.
Hayek is brilliant because she created this tequila soup to give to all her guests so that they would get a little drunk and would like every food after that. But in all seriousness, it's a very healthy idea. We start with bone broth, and you're going to help me prepare it.
I would love to.
Okay, so bone broth heals your gut. And now let's add some vitamin C with lemon juice.
All right, we're putting it right in here? Okay,
Yes.
there you go.
And then we're going to finish it up with tequila. Tequila in moderation is good. Tequila helps you with digestion and also has some prebiotics that will heal your gut.
Huh.
And let's top up with a little cilantro, which helps you detoxify from heavy metals. So as you know, it's fun, but it's also a good way to support your health.
And it adds so much flavor too.
And
doesn't
we're
it, Chef?
using these celebrity tequila from one of the Kardashian sisters,
Oh,
which
okay.
is really good. Now let's move on to Taylor Swift's
Taylor Swift,
favorite
okay.
recipe, which is the chicken mole fajitas from Jamie Oliver, because she's a Jamie Oliver fan. Do you know?
Yes,
So
of
let's
course.
start. We start by marinating raw chicken with bell peppers and onion, and you're gonna
Nice.
help me by adding some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Yes.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add some lime juice, which is another antioxidant.
We love
Let's add
lime.
some spices, which help you control blood sugar and also reduce inflammation. Plus,
love
it gives
that.
flavor.
Yes.
And while we marinate, let's prepare the mole. Okay. For
Okay.
mole, we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. And now you're gonna add some tomatoes. Tomatoes, just put it in the
Put it in here,
saucepan.
okay.
Tomatoes will help you protect from cancer and also help you with your heart. So it's a great source of antioxidant.
Lycopene.
Lycopene.
Yeah.
Lycopene.
And then we're gonna add some chipotle. Chipotle peppers. What I love
Can I
about
use
that.
one of these?
Yes, please.
Okay.
What I love about peppers is that they help you control your appetite. They also have capsaicin, which fights inflammation and boosts your metabolism so you can burn more fat.
Yeah, we love that.
And then let's add more spices.
More
Here we're
spices.
using cumin, cinnamon, and chili powder. Great for blood
Smells
sugar.
so good.
Yes. And we're gonna cook it for 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
And then let's add some water. Here's the
Okay,
water.
water.
And once we add the water, we're gonna cook it and reduce it for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Smells
And then
amazing.
when it's done and it's reduced,
Yes.
we're gonna add chocolate. Chocolate is
Chocolate.
another antioxidant that helps with your mood. So we got 2 mood boosters, tequila and chocolate for a happy party.
I'm in already.
I love it.
Now, are you going to be able to taste the chocolate inside
Yes.
of it? Like, okay, will it be like hints of it? Because it seems like there's so many other like really strong.
No, it does have a
flavor.
little. It's,
Okay.
Part
it's
of a
by the
mole.
way, dark chocolate.
Right, that's part of a mole sauce,
Yes.
right? It has a hint of chocolate to it.
Yeah, and
right?
this is a
Okay.
healthy because I want to make every ingredient count.
Yeah.
I want it to add flavor, but I want it to be good for you. So I don't use any bread or sugar or stuff like that. And then we would cook the marinated chicken. Once it's marinated, we would cook. Now it's already cooked for time purposes.
Okay.
And
Yep.
Chef, when you say marinate, how long would we leave them
Yes,
marinated
good
for?
question, Mitch.
You can marinate while you're doing the rest
okay.
of the stuff.
Okay.
And then you cook it. You cook it until well done. And then once you have it cooked, we would heat up a tortilla. I brought a almond flour tortilla. And then we're going to put, the way we start is we're going to put, we're going to put it here.
Okay.
Got to plate it.
I'm going to help you.
Okay.
Plate it.
This is beautiful. Okay, so we're
Okay,
gonna
so
put this
yeah,
in
that's
here.
a warm
Okay.
tequila, 10 to 15 seconds
Okay.
heat up. And then let's add some of the finished mole. I like to blend it a little
Okay.
because otherwise it's too chunky, but some people like it chunky, so you can
Okay.
do it as you, so put a little so it's not too soggy.
Okay.
And it adds, a little kick and all the nutrients that I explained to you. Let's add as much chicken, cooked chicken as you want.
Okay, we'll throw in a little bit here.
And then what we're gonna accompany it is with guacamole, which is Kim Kardashian's favorite dish. And we have my magic guacamole. And this is a perfect showcase that Mexican food, when chosen right, can be the best way to get healthy, lose weight, and feel great. It is definitely what I call healthy eating that feels like cheating.
I look at, when you look at a plate and it has colors on it, it for some reason tastes so much better. And I look at this, look how colorful and flavorful that looks just looking at it, by all means. So
It's
really great stuff.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, Chef, you say, you like to choose those smart ingredients.
Yes.
And what does exactly the smart actually mean? What does
So
that
in short, it has to satisfy you. It has to make
Yeah.
you happy because it tastes good.
Okay.
I like it to minimize inflammation because inflammation is the leading cause of all diseases, to reduce toxicity.
Okay.
I like it also to give you lasting energy, not a high and a crash.
So it adds sustainability.
Sustain energy throughout the day. And then I also like to take care of your hormones because that's the beginning of health. And that's what I use in all my recipes because when I went to Harvard Business School, I didn't know how to eat and I became pre-diabetic. I started to gain a lot of weight. I also started to struggle with a variety of health reasons. So I had to go back to school to study food as medicine to recover my health. And I learned that the food I grew up with was one of the best ways to do it. And that's how I ended up writing the book, The Mexican Food Diet.
I love that. And it seems like a lot of this, outside of the vegetables and stuff, it could be staples that you can keep in your cupboard and that sort of
Easily,
thing,
right?
and then get them
Olive
ready
oil,
for it.
dark chocolate.
And for Jackson, tequila, she always has it.
Yes. Well, in moderation and good tequila without additives and sugar, it's okay.
It's beautiful,
And it
right?
has a good flavor.
All of this together, and it's also a celebration. And that's one thing I always appreciate about the Latin community is the fact that it's always a celebration.
Yes.
It's about family, and it's about, when you start showing how you can eat smart, it's traditionally and moving on generationally, you can be able to teach your kids as well.
Yeah, I do that. I mean, we prepared things for the shows, and my husband and my daughter love eating Taylor Swift's fajitas. And as you can see, these are all just whole ingredients, natural ingredients that have a reason, flavor and health. But there are things you have in your pantry. Maybe some of the spices you need to buy.
You
but
know
other
what
than
you're
that,
eating.
it's good.
We love it. Maru, thank you so much. For more information on the Mexican food diet or to get a copy of her book, go to marudavila.com. Maru, thank you.
Viva Mexico!
We'll have this link on our website. And you can go to dailyflashshow.com. We'll have the entire interview, and you can watch it there, and of course, find those links as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Now we get to eat, but we'll be back right after this. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English along with Andrea Jackson. Well, it looks like we've wrapped up college graduation season, and many grads are now actually searching for their first job. Joining us now is Heide Abelli. She's the author of the book, You Got This. It focuses on workplace challenges. It also offers tips on how to land your first job. Hi, Heide. How are you? Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, so, in real estate, there's the buyer's market and seller's market. In this job industry, there are jobs, job seekers and then employers. Is it an employer's market or a job seeker's market right now, or is it just maybe 50-50?
I still think it's a job seekers market, but there is some data to suggest that it's been a little bit more difficult for college graduates to land jobs this year than the last couple of years. But I think it's still a job seekers market out there.
Oh, that's good to hear, especially for those that just graduated. And you say there's actually 5 different tips for job seekers in order for them to be able to get their very first gig. Your first one is networking. Okay, but what kind?
Yeah, so the hard truth is that tossing your resume and cover letter into a job portal may not be enough anymore because applications are increasingly reviewed by computers. So if you want to stand out in the crowd, personal contact through networking is crucial. That's why it's my #1 tip. So reach out to alumni through your college via LinkedIn or through your school's alumni portal. Alumni are often willing to provide advice, make referrals, or offer insights, and also set up informational interviews in your field of interest. even if you have to reach out cold to people via LinkedIn or on the phone, informational interviews can lead to job interviews, which can lead to job offers. So number one tip, networking.
All right. Make sure that happens. And you say volunteering could actually help out, but how does that do so? And does it actually lead you to a job?
Yes. See if there's an internship or volunteer work opportunity available in your field of interest. It's often smart just to start building your experience base, even if that means taking a short-term, part-time, or volunteer position. Internships provide practical, hands-on experience, and they can lead to full-time job offers. At a minimum, they're going to strengthen your resume and make you a more attractive candidate.
Okay, you know, it's important that obviously before you graduate and that sort of thing that you're going to be heading out, but how can the university or the college that maybe you graduated from help you as far as you're getting a job in the first place?
Yeah, so after graduation, if you still don't have a job, you want to stay closely connected to the career services office at your college. You know, colleges want their graduates to succeed. And many colleges will continue to provide career services support to students. So make sure that you're utilizing your college's career services office to do resume reviews, mock interviews, and job search assistance. And as I said before, you really want to leverage the alumni portal. So even after graduation, don't think that you can't lean on that career services office to continue to help you.
You know, we go to the internet for everything, and you say the internet actually is a great wealth of information, correct?
Yes, you really want to use job search engines and company websites. Regularly check job search engines like Indeed, Glassdoor, and LinkedIn for new job postings. Make sure when you're doing that, you're setting up alerts so that you can be notified of any new opportunities and you don't miss those. Also, visit the career pages of any companies that you're interested in and apply directly through the company websites. Now, one thing I want to emphasize here, okay, you need to study the job description very carefully to strategically incorporate relevant keywords into your resume and cover letter. You want to increase your chances of passing through the AI-powered applicant tracking systems that these companies are increasingly using. These systems filter and rank job applications on keywords before a human recruiter ever reviews them. So make sure you're doing that.
Okay, and the old adage of if you're not learning, you're dying, and is that actually true when it comes to, you know, your job? Even maybe you already have a job and maybe you want to move on to another one. Is that still that important?
Oh, yes. When you've graduated from college, your learning is only really beginning. You need to be a lifelong learner today. In fact, I would say that the top skill any of us can have, regardless of career or the type of job we're in, is to be a continuous learner. So you want to be enrolling in online courses and earn certifications in areas relevant to your desired career. There are many platforms out there that offer a wide range of courses. So it can help, even if you have a job or if you are still add a certificate or certification for in-demand coding language or project management. Adding these skills definitely gives your resume a boost, but you want to be a lifelong learner. You're never done.
Follow those.
College, and congratulations, but you're not done learning.
All right, follow those 5 tips, and guess what? You got this. Heide, thank you so much. You want more information? Go to heide.abelli.me if you want more information. You can also find that book at all major online book retailers. The name of the book, of course, is called You Got This. We'll have this interview and, of course, links on our own website, dailyflashshow.com.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
It's Thursday, and I hate giving you guys sad news. We know that there's been pretty much store closings of Applebee's, Red Lobster, Pizza Hut, Cracker Barrel, also Outback. But they just announced that Hooters will be shutting down 40 stores. And they've been, I'm sorry, Matt. They have been basically just breaking down. They're not making the money. Past 6 months, 4 out of the past 6 months, restaurant spending has gone down. People are just not going out anymore, and so they're closing down.
Everything's expensive, and then obviously on the West Coast, you've got this minimum wage of $20 an hour, and these restaurants say we can't afford it. There's just no way.
And then on top of that, then you got a tip. So whatever you get, then you got a tip.
And the quality at Hooters has just gone down. The Hooters quality has gone down.
Here's the thing, though, and you want something like like a Red Lobster. I'd love to have had something off the wall. I would like something commemorative from like the
Hooters.
Like a cup or something like that.
I didn't realize Hooters was still around.
Hooters,
I thought they went. Yeah, okay.
They're ready to get. I mean,
still in business.
A cup or something. What size cup would you want from Hooters?
I mean, I always go extra large. We went to Hooters in Tampa a couple months ago.
What size cup? Yeah, I mean, we did, didn't we? Yeah. That's where we saw Jamie Kurtz look alike.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was after the Billy Joel concert. No, we did. That's where we were.
Yeah.
You went to Hooters?
We went. I guess we did.
It was Hooters, yeah.
Okay, I did not realize that.
I don't know. It turned into Hooters at the end of the night.
We walked into it, and I didn't pay attention.
Have you guys been to Twin Peaks?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Great scenic views.
Okay.
Scenic views.
Great views. Yes, I figured you guys would like that.
A new manufacturing facility is coming to Aurora, Colorado, creating an influx of jobs while also supporting a smoke-free future. Jada Montemanaro visited the project site and tells us how the increased production of Zyn nicotine pouches will help keep up with the demand.
Philip Morris International announced an investment of $600 million over the next 2 years through one of its U.S. affiliates by opening a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Aurora, Colorado.
Ribbon cutting, I understand, towards the end of next year, employing over 500 Coloradans, which we're very excited about.
The Swedish Match Production Center is expected to create 500 direct jobs with an ongoing annual economic impact of $550 million. There will be an additional 1,000 indirect jobs for the state of Colorado as this new facility produces Zyn, nicotine pouches that have been growing in demand as legal age consumers look for smoke-free products.
$600 million investment to build the facility. In the construction phase, generate about 5,000 jobs and over $1 billion of economic impact. Then there'll be about a $550 million ongoing economic impact just from the production and the jobs themselves.
Philip Morris International first entered the U.S. market following its acquisition of Swedish Match in late 2022. Swedish Match's Zyn oral nicotine pouches have been sold in the U.S. for more than a decade, but there's been an increase in demand as it's a better option for legal age nicotine consumers who wish to continue using nicotine.
Those individuals are looking for scientifically substantiated better alternatives to continued smoking or continued traditional oral use, and Zyn is a product that is really meeting their needs.
As previously announced, PMI's U.S. affiliate is currently working to optimize Zyn production at its Owensboro, Kentucky facility to meet the large need in the short term. The first phase of the Aurora, Colorado facility will help support in the midterm, while the company is also committed to building out U.S. manufacturing capabilities to meet longer-term domestic and export demand.
Philip Morris International's U.S.-based affiliates have made a commitment to veterans in Colorado, donating $350,000 to the Rocky Mountain Veterans Advocacy Project.
Well, as somebody retired military, served combat veteran, very exciting that one of the areas of their focus is certainly on veterans.
Also, $100,000 will support the Veterans Community Project that provides housing, with even more donations going to nonprofits like the Colorado Gold Star Mothers, the Colorado Freedom Memorial, Hire Heroes USA, Soldiers Angels, and Musicians on Call.
So to have a large manufacturing company come forward and being willing to invest in our community means so much.
With thousands of jobs and over $1 billion being added to the community, local leaders say they're excited for this new economic boom. This is Jada Montemarano in Aurora, Colorado.
Construction on the facility is expected to begin later this year, with full production ramping up by 2026, offering a variety of tech production line operations and distribution logistic jobs. Summer travel season is in full swing, and for anyone seeking adventure, travel expert and journalist Takesha Burton is sharing tips for making summer memories come to life even before hitting the road.
Americans are slated to spend $424 billion in travel this year. One way to maximize our time in the destination is to start with the planning phase. A great way to build memories is to start with planning. And as an A-type personality mom, I love to get all the buy-in I can get from my 2 children by having them involved in the planning phase. What we do is we use the Cricut Joy Extra to create lasting memories. I like to create personalized tags, and for our luggage, I like to create iron-on t-shirts for them, and we use a Cricut Joy Extra for all of that. The Cricut Joy Extra is a cutting machine. It cuts up to 50 materials like vinyl, cardstock, and my favorite, iron-on. And I use them to create water bottles. You can create t-shirts, luggage tags, and toiletry bags. We're gonna save time, and time equals money when we have everything organized in our luggage. One of my top travel tips is to always roll, don't fold your clothing. So if you roll your clothes, you're saving space within your suitcase. And then I take the rolled clothes and put them inside packing cubes. And once you zip those up, they further compress the clothing in order to give you more space in your suitcase. So we're going to save time there because each of my packing cubes are labeled. I use my Cricut Joy Extra to label everybody's belongings so that when we get to the destination, we're not wasting time searching for items that we need. We want to be on the beach, not stuck in the hotel searching for our bathing suits. So that saves us time as well. And also to maximize time in the destination, if you're flying, you're going to want to be in and out of the airport as soon as possible. I love to jump off the plane and keep it moving straight to my hotel. However, with kids, sometimes I have to check a bag. When I check a bag, I like to have a bright colored luggage tag. I use a machine to personalize, and I use a color like this. So we have all these luggage tags going around the carousel. They're usually a sea of gray and black, but if you have a pop of color on a luggage tag, like a bright red or a yellow, put it on your luggage. And I use the Design Space, the Cricut Design Space app, which has tons and tons of Cricut designs that you can just copy and use. I use the app on my phone. It's a free app, and I can create a beautiful sparkly designed like this. My daughter loves sparkles, so we're always sparkling in the airport. And this will give my suitcase away. So I can be feet and feet away, and I can see my suitcase in the sea of tons of other generic suitcases. It gives me opportunity to jump in, grab my suitcase, and run to my destination. So there we're saving time, which is also money. So I love my Cricut Joy Extra. I am a busy mom. My kitchen is usually kind of crazy. My kitchen table is always a little bit cluttered, but this machine is so small that I can just put it on the edge. I use my phone and I can scroll through, pick a design, and cut something within about 5 to 10 minutes tops. My kids love picking it. They love being involved in picking out the design, and that overall gets them excited. And also, when everybody knows where their things are and they're labeled, it cuts down a ton on the bickering between my two kids. And bickering is also stressful, so we're cutting down on that as well. So if you want more information, you're going to go over to Cricut.com to get inspiration and information about the machine itself and designs you can make.
Alrighty, now if you are looking, of course, for anything that we've been talking about here on the show, we welcome you to check out our website.
Yes, it is dailyflashshow.com. Once you're there, you can check out all sorts of things, including current and past interviews. We've got great links to stories and also some fun products we've had on the show. And we've got a button there that says sound off because we like you to get involved with the show.
100%. What you send to us, we like to share on the air. The website's always waiting for you at dailyflashshow.com. Don't make sure that you at least go by there and check it out at least.
And you can find our socials on there too,
yeah,
right?
100%. Yeah. Follow us there. You can sound off that way.
A critical deadline is approaching for victims of Johnson & Johnson's baby powder products. Next week, tens of thousands of women who contracted cancer as a result of using talcum powder will have an opportunity to vote on an $8 billion settlement plan that would resolve years of litigation. The deadline is 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, July 26th.
So this is a case that's about litigation that's gone on for many, many years that involves products made by Johnson & Johnson with talcum powder. Women who believe they have been injured from a product made by Johnson & Johnson have the right to come forward and vote on a plan that was negotiated after years of litigation and months of negotiation to bring forward this offer to women that needs to be voted on now.
I am voting yes on this plan because I feel like it is our best option for compensation. I suffered a financial burden during treatment, and I need this to go through to recover from that. And I feel like there's a lot of women out there who, if we don't go through with this, they're never going to receive justice. I grew up part-time in the South. It was very hot and humid, and we used these products to stay dry. We used them in our intimate areas to stay fresh and dry, and I used these products up until my diagnosis. I was diagnosed in February of 2022 with stage 2 ovarian cancer. I went through surgery and 6 rounds of chemo. The chemo was very hard. I had really bad bone pain, brain fog. It was tough. It was a very financially and physically taxing, and I'm still dealing with the effects of that today.
This is an important time for women who believe they've been injured by this product. This is a long battle that has been fought by many people across the country, that this plan has come forward with an offer to all of you. And we urge you to vote in support of it by July 26th. There's an official website where women can get information, all they need. It's extremely user-friendly, and we urge women to go to officialtalclaims.com to get all the information they need that I believe will answer all the questions about why they should support it and vote yes.
And now, lifestyle and home design expert Kelly Edwards shares with us what we need for our home this summer.
Obviously, in the summer months with our air conditioning running, we have our windows and doors closed, so we want to make sure our air inside is as healthy as it could be. That's why I love the LG PuriCare 360 with nanofiber True HEPA. Now, it's a sleek, compact air purifier that effectively removes allergens, dust, and odors with advanced filtration system, which is the HEPA filter. It's ideal for small or large rooms. It offers whisper quiet operation and smart air quality monitoring, ensuring that healthier living environment indoors. You can go to LG.com for that. Now, obviously, if our air conditioning is running, we see money go out the doors and windows, but we want to save money. One of the ways you can do that is with a prepaid wireless plan. Now, you want one that's affordable. You want one that you're not bound by a contract. One of my favorites is Total Wireless. Now, they reinvented themselves on the award-winning Verizon network. Unlimited data for less than $30 a month, guaranteed for 5 years. Your data won't leave you hanging with no connection mid-month. It's always going to be strong, and Total wants to prove that they're the best. You can go to totalfacts.com. Now, Plastic-Free July is the perfect month to be sustainable in your home, and True Earth wants to help you with that. One of the ways you can do that is by eliminating those plastic jugs in the laundry room through True Earth's Plastic-Free Challenge. Now, they're offering a chance to win $10,000 or a year's supply of True Earth laundry strips to people who make the Plastic-Free Pledge. No purchase necessary. You can go to trueearthchallenge.com before July 31st for that. Now, obviously, we want to keep our homes safe and secure in the summer. One of the ways you can do that is with Schlegel's Encode Plus. Now, what this is the ultimate summer essential for those homeowners, offering security and peace of mind right at your fingertips. You can lock and unlock your door with the tap of your iPhone or your Apple Watch and monitor activity through Schlegel's Home app. You can also manage 100 unique access codes for convenience and security for your family, your friends, your house sitters, and so much more. Now, last but not least, my sweetest tip of the day is that July is National Ice Cream Month. And in this house, we love our ice cream cakes. We love the cake choices from I Love Ice Cream Cakes, which you could find at your local grocery store in the bakery freezer case. Choose from popular flavors from Carvel, like Oreo, Reese's, and the new Funfetti cake. You can go to iloveicecreamcakes.com to find a grocery near you that carries it, and you can also go to iloveicecreamcakes.com just for more information. Now, if you want information on all these brands, you could obviously go to their websites. You can go to kellyedwardsinc.com, which is my website, or you can go to Kelly Edwards Inc., which is my Instagram page.
Hey, Subway is at it again. They're celebrating their all-new foot-long dippers with 3 larger-than-life versions. Meet the world's first dip and slides, and Subway is inviting you to slide them straight into a pool of sauce. Check it out.
Calling all footlong fans. If you love Subway's latest culinary innovation, the Footlong Dipper, or just a heck of a good time, head to Nashville this Saturday. Footlong fans can become a human dipper. That's right, by barreling down 3 massive 95-foot-long versions of Subway's new Footlong Dippers. These dip and slides will have you braving a 37-foot drop, sliding through a lavash flatbread tunnel before splashing down into a pool of Baja Chipotle, peppercorn ranch, and honey mustard sauce, which is just colored water with a saucy consistency. If you're ready for a big dip, snag a coveted spot at subwaydipandslide.com. Tickets are free, so act quickly. Attendees can also snack on plenty of footlong dippers at 3 dedicated tasting cabanas with all 11 of Subway's signature sauces on tap. That means they say 33 possible flavor combinations to try. There's also live music, lawn games, and a Doritos DJ booth giving away new Doritos sweet and tangy barbecue chips.
Wow, this looks like so much fun. You know, since their debut just last month on the Subway Sidekicks menu, footlong fans have dipped more than 2 million hot and cheesy footlong dippers. You can get yours at your local Subway or on the Subway app or even at subway.com.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment.
Okay, so you want me to cancel the Will and Jada Smith celebrity roast? Okay, will do.
You'll be entertained with intriguing, informative, and engaging guests. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun.
All right, I'm gonna pull a groin. That's not what broke.
Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Joining us now with trending summer must-haves for your family and your fur babies is lifestyle expert Seema Cohen. Seema, welcome back to Daily Flash. Tell me some of the top picks you got for summer. So glad to have you on.
Introducing Adaja, skincare founded by 20-year-old Adri Ajake, the youngest Ivy League-educated CEO in cosmeceuticals. Her fight with eczema inspired her to create innovative and affordable skincare solutions. Adaja offers 9 FDA-regulated products, tackling a variety of skin concerns, from dry to sensitive to aging skin. The Adaja product line includes Exfolify Cleanser, Renewify Serum, Shieldify SPF Mineral Sunscreen, Purify, and Hydrify Moisturizers. And you can find them all at adaja.com. All right. Koya Activewear, founded by certified fitness trainer, creates feel-good, functional workout clothes designed for comfort and support. The compression fabrics in bra tops and bottoms are buttery soft and sculpt your curves. Whether you're at the gym, running outdoors, or in flow with yoga, their activewear moves with you, keeping up with every step and rep. Fast drying and breathable, it ensures worry-free workouts with moisture-wicking properties to keep you dry. And you can find them at koyaactivewear.com. All right, next, treat your pups to affordable, high-quality meals with ButcherBox for Pets. Their premium nutrition dog food, toppers, and treats are free from antibiotics, added hormones, and artificial flavors or preservatives, promoting digestive health. Committed to sustainability and quality, they deliver the same trusted, responsibly sourced ingredients as ButcherBox straight to your fur baby's bowl. And you can find them at butcherboxforpets.com. Next, Tideas. Tideas is transforming the tea drinking experience with its innovative teacups to go. Each cup contains organic loose leaf tea, sealed under plant fiber, eliminating messy tea bags and reducing environmental pollution. Plus, every component is fully biodegradable, from the cups to the paper lids. They're perfect for any setting, the park, the office, sports game, and you can find them at tideas.com.
All right, fantastic. And if folks want more information anywhere, where can they go?
Official on Instagram.
Well, that does it for us, Mitch.
Absolutely. And of course, anything you see on the show, you can check out our website,
dailyflashshow.com.